So, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, and that you had a relaxing weekend away from the computer, maybe. Um, so, I just want to give you a quick video to go over today's assignment, just review a couple other things. Um, Primarily reviewing the journals, which are going to be due today, and then also some more detail with the reading schedule to finish two trains running um, over the next 2 weeks, so that we're finished prior to spring break, um, which is just around the corner. So, firstly, the journals. So the journals are due today for quarter three. These are journals 1 through 4. I mentioned before how they're listed under resources if you are having trouble identifying or searching for searching those out. They're listed there under resources for quarter three. Also, just a reminder, I earlier posted a link to the full text of Two Trains Running. But I also put that under resources here as well. So Friday's journal was based on the video and Act 1, Scene 1 of Two Trains Running. But how I want you to submit these, put directions on here on Veracross for you to follow. And it's always an option to do take a picture and send it. But I want you to try this because it's going to be a lot easier for you and for me to get everything straight and evaluate your journals if you could put them into one document. So an option for this is to use your phone, not just to take a picture of your document, but to actually scan your documents and create a PDF file that you can then email to me with all 4 journals in it, in order would be my preference. But if you notice here, I listed these instructions that you would go to the Notes app on your phone, that you would tap the new Note button at the lower right-hand corner. When you get there, hit the camera icon and then touch Scan Documents. And then your phone should you should kind of be able to kind of follow what's on your screen there as far as positioning the document, taking a picture, and then continue to repeat that for more pages. And then you should be able to save that into a PDF file and email that to me. So this is something that depends on how long we're going to be doing this, how long we're out of the classroom. But something that I'll probably utilize more and more whenever you're doing something that's handwritten. And so I want everyone to try this and see how it works. If you do have some difficulties, if it becomes something that's very time consuming and you really can't figure it out, and you just want to turn the journals in, then go ahead and send me the pictures, or however you can get it to me through email with the pictures. But I do want everyone to try this and see how it goes, because it is something that I'd like to utilize more if we have to, as a way of having you doing non-electronic writing and maybe getting away from the screens as much with our writing. So if you have any questions or problems with that, please feel free to email me, reach out to me today about this. The other thing before I go into the assignment for today, if you check the website, you'll see I posted the schedule for Two Trains Running. So tomorrow will be the 24th, and that's actually going to be a 20-time day. So what we're going to work on tomorrow is going to be 20-time project related. But then for Wednesday, which is the next day we would meet, I want you to have finished Act 1 by then. That's basically just the Act 1, Scene 3 to finish Act 1. And then for Friday, we would not meet Thursday, but for Friday then, reading Act 2, the first 2 scenes of Act 2. And then by the following Monday, that would be finishing Act 2, which I think there might be 5 scenes, but they're fairly condensed there at the end. So it's maybe the length of the first 2 scenes, the rest of Act 2. So it's about half. The Friday's reading would be for pretty much like the first half of Act 2, at least lengthwise, and then for the following Monday would be just to finish reading Act 2. So that's where the official schedule is for two trains running, just so you know. Now, for today's assignment, I'm opening a discussion board, and it's open today. It'll be closed tomorrow, so you want to post on this today. And if you look at it, it says Act 1, Scene 2, two trains running discussion. And so basically what I want you to do is I want you to look at the dialogue in Act 1, Scene 2 between Memphis and Holloway in reference to Hambone's daily harassment of Lutz. And that would be on page 29 and 30. And just, I'm just going to show you here in a second where that is. This is the actual full text version of two trains running. So here where it says, oops, where are we? There we go. Starts here on page 29 when Holloway is basically talking about Hambone and what he does, and he and Memphis have a disagreement as far as whether what Hambone does makes a lot of sense. And Memphis thinks that it doesn't, and Holloway starts this speech at the bottom of page 29 where he gives this detailed defense of Hambone and how what he's doing is the right thing. And that speech continues here on to page 30. And so I want you to review that dialogue, especially focusing on that speech, and then I want you to respond to this following prompt, which is, whose viewpoint do you agree with? And why? So do you agree with Memphis and what he says about Hambone and his behavior and how it doesn't really make sense because he's never going to get what he's asking for from Lutz? Or do you agree with what Holloway is saying more in that detailed speech that he gives about how it does make sense, and that it is the right thing to do, what he's doing? So on the discussion board, I want everyone to contribute two things. One would be a detailed one-paragraph response to this question. And that's going to be a detailed one paragraph, specifically you agree with which character you agree with, why you agree with that character, and feel free to sort of to go into specifics, bring in anything you want there, but just give like a really detailed response to that idea, that question. And then for the second thing I want you to post would be a one-paragraph response to another student's posted response. So if your response is support of Holloway and you want to respond to someone who is either agreeing with you, maybe giving a slightly different perspective, or you want to respond to someone who's disagreeing with you, it's up to you, but you want to respond to at least one other posted response. Now, your response to another response is not going to be as detailed as your original response, but still try to put together like a decent 3 to 5 sentence paragraph responding to their viewpoint on this topic. So that's going to be for today. This is going to be a graded assignment. Like I said, the discussion board will be closed tomorrow, so it's something that you should follow the midnight deadline. And this is probably pretty much going to be it, along with your journals, for quarter 3. And then, like I said, tomorrow is going to be a 20 time. I'll talk about what that's going to look like on tomorrow's video. And you should be, in the meantime, continuing reading so that you are finishing Act 1 by Wednesday, and then Act 2, Scenes 1 and 2 by Friday. So like I said, if you have any questions, problems with turning the journals in, let me know, or any questions, problems with the discussion board, let me know, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, checking emails. So take care, and hope everyone is continuing to stay safe, as I said, and I will see you soon.